Hey, welcome or welcome back. It is, as always, good to see you today. I think my mic is working. Let me turn the camera a smidge. There we go. All right, yeah. I guess happy 4th. The world, the US is in shambles. Everything's crashing down, but hey, happy birthday, I guess, to America. Um, and Liz, congratulations on your nuptials. You and your new wife both look just beautiful and so happy, and I'm so happy for you. And little Oscar was the cutest ring bearer. Um, Somebody just set off a firework. I don't know if you could hear that. I thought maybe streaming in the afternoon would prevent that, but I guess not. Um, yeah, just doing a really quick stream before I start on housework that I need to do. I just finished eating lunch, so while my lunch is settling, we will watch some Amberlynn. So, and yes, hello Fiona's mom also. I didn't say hello, I'm sorry. Um, we are catching up on Amberlynn. So Amberlynn uploaded her video last Monday, and then she did not do her live stream on Tuesday. She posted in her community tab. Let me change screens. Oh goodness, my hair is just a disaster. Sorry, I've been out running errands this morning. I had to go to the grocery store. Um, I didn't have any food to make. But we have this, if you can read that, it says no live stream tonight and no video tomorrow. I got bad news and have been busy all day and won't make it. Live stream will be made up on Sunday at 8:30 p.m. Tomorrow's video will be uploaded on Thursday instead. And my Let's Talk will be uploaded on Saturday. Everything is still happening this week, just shifted a bit. I hope everyone has a great rest of the week and weekend. So, I don't think you guys can hear the fireworks, which is good. I don't see my mic moving at least. Um, so, boop, boop, boop. Oh, now I get the notification for my video going live on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. I've been live for almost 4 minutes. And then I get my own notification. So, I hope you all had a good week. I had a very busy week. I'm going to be busy working all weekend. I'm not working today because it is a holiday, and if I put in hours for my other job, I will get it'll be time and a half pay, and I don't want to do that to them. And I just don't want to work today because it's a holiday. Hey, DV, good to see you. But since I don't really have a lot of time, let's go ahead and get into this. Boop. I will try to play some Wildflowers later tonight, this evening. But so this video is titled Unhinged Doordasher Guy Update, a bad Zoloft side effect, and fun family bonding. And it's going to be a vlog. This is her video from last Monday. Yeah, this Doordasher guy, we all kind of told her, and even the people in her live stream were like, dude, this is not cool. Because he knows where she lives, basically. He may not know the exact apartment if she meets him in, like, the lobby area or, like, wherever she's meeting him, like the clubhouse or wherever. So he may not know her exact apartment. But if she puts if she has the apartment number in her DoorDash address, then he would see that. But at any rate, he can get in there. He could just bring his bag and act like he's delivering something, and somebody will just let him come in behind them into the building without a code or whatever is needed. So she needs to report him to DoorDash is what she needs to do. But he still knows where she lives, even if she does report him, because then he might be angry if he loses his dashing job. But let's go ahead and see what's up with this.
Oh, hello. Well,
Oh, she's sounding a little rough. Sometimes people think, uh, sometimes people with low self-esteem think creepers are okay. I guess they might feel it's nice to be wanted. I don't know. It's not okay. I hope you're doing okay, DV. But yeah, let's
welcome to a new vlog.
her voice sounds really rough. She's getting sick. Her intro music is louder.
So I just filmed my weigh-in. So today I'm doing my weigh-in and my what I ate today video, and I'm also doing my live stream. And here I am starting my vlog. So it is a little heavy on the content today. So if you guys think I sound weird, it's because I'm pretty sure I have laryngitis, but laryngitis don't last long. So within a few days, I should be feeling better.
If you have laryngitis, I don't think she'd be speaking at all, or be able to hear her at all. Um, she may just have sinus drainage or some other dry throat or whatever. I don't think it's laryngitis, but I'm not a doctor.
I did take a COVID test and came back negative because I was feeling kind of COVID-like because last time I had COVID, it was similar symptoms, but I have to take another one.
Your nurse with the home health care company that said he had a crush on you told you that he had a strong drive. He knows you're married, right?
In 48 hours, but I took that one last
I'm sorry you're in a blue mood.
night, so I'll probably take my next one tomorrow night. And by the
It's probably from me. Let me check my outputs. Give me 1 second.
way, I really want to recommend the Total Temptation eyebrow stuff. I genuinely
Aha. Yeah, give me 1 second.
prefer this over the elf stuff, which
Yeah. So my output isn't set correctly apparently. The output is coming from my speaker. So you're hearing her from the internal speaker and then also through my microphone. So let me fix that.
I've been using for literally
Still doing it. Why are you not noticing my wife? Good to see you. For some reason, it is. Why are you not detecting my? Give me a second. Let's see if. So it is. Uh, for some reason, my computer is not detecting my earbuds as an output and it's coming through the speakers. So I'm going to turn off that. Let me know if y'all can still hear her.
like a decade, but this is way better, and I get it in the color through.
Can you we'll just play her through my microphone because my computer is not detecting my earbuds as an output, even though it says they're connected. It's being silly.
Similar symptoms, but I have to take another one in 48 hours. But I took that one last night, so I'll probably take my next one tomorrow night. And by the way, I really want to recommend the Total Temptation eyebrow stuff. I genuinely prefer this over the e.l.f. stuff, which I've been using for literally years, like a decade. But this is way better, and I get it in the color 305 soft brown. I'm obsessed. It's easy.
No, it's fine. I don't want her to echo. But for some reason, it's coming through my speaker, which I can adjust the volume on it. Um, it's coming through my speaker here in front of me instead of through my earbuds, which is why you're hearing an echo. Why you were hearing an echo?
I get it, get it, get it. All right, you guys. So we have a massive build update. I haven't shown you guys in a few weeks what I have done, so I figured I would give you guys an update.
Oh, wait a second.
Yep, I did this
There we
robot,
go.
which is not the brand Lego.
His immune has just she's gained some weight. Well, last time she weighed in, I don't think you were here last stream, Sai. Um, she's up to 546. Her weigh-in from the doctor's office and maybe at home was 546 pounds.
Remember what brand it is? See? And then in the back, you just open that door and put it back in. Cute, right? And then I did Wicked,
Oh, that's cute.
which is in the brand Lego. This one was super fun to do. And then I did this little robot guy. I swear he is from a show or a movie. I just don't know what. And this also is in the brand Lego. And last but not least, I did a full-fledged post office. Yeah, like, wow. This one was so fun. The brand is Fun Hole. We have like a cactus back there. We have some horses. So a lot of my builds I do not keep because I do so many. There's just literally no way. Oh, and by the way, there's a little bird nest up there. Isn't that so cute? If I had like a whole room for all my builds, then that would be different. But genuinely,
Just get a shelf. Um, she's been busy on the Legos. She's been rocking them out. I need to get these back here built. Yeah, 546 I.
I just don't have enough room for all of them. And then this is what the inside looks like. So we have some stairs. So look at that clock back there.
It is a scary weight.
So I actually give all the ones that I don't keep to my stepbrother. So all the symptoms I was having are completely gone, but this test says to test 48 hours later. So I took another test and it again is negative.
She sounds better.
So I don't think I'm sick anymore. It was just like a week of a weird throat sickness, but I feel a lot better and I don't have COVID, so I think I'm good.
Wonder if it was maybe like strep throat or sorry, my chair hit the desk or something. Or just sinus drainage. If you have sinus drainage, it'll also mess with your voice.
All right, you guys, we have a Torrid try-on haul.
All right, so these are the Torrid dresses she showed us in her last video. And I don't like, this one might be okay with that mesh.
I'm obsessed with this dress. I
Not
did
bad.
haul these dresses in my last vlog and I was nervous. Yeah, I was saying like, girl, I'm 10 out of 10 on this. Like, I'm obsessed. I was nervous to try on these dresses because for some reason, like, I didn't think they were gonna fit. Like, I even said that in my video, especially these next three.
Wow, 800 pounds. Wow. Yeah, this one, so I don't know what it is with the tie being directly beneath the boobs. Is it supposed to be there? Or is it supposed to be like further down? Let me. What kind of dress were these? This one was giving me picnic basket or picnic cloth vibes last time. Now it's kind of giving me Dorothy from Wizard of Oz. Uh, Here's the one that she just had on, and then can we sort by? I think it's a sweetheart dress. They may be out of it. The one she's wearing right now. Yeah. Let's see, dress with cherries. Because that's one she has coming up next. Yeah, so this one is similar in the way that it ties. And the tie is, this one might be attached to the dress, is like down around the waist. But, I mean, maybe that is her waist and I just can't tell. I'm sorry, that sounds mean. Um, but it's supposed to be there. Hmm.
But look, they fit. And they fit good. Like, you guys know me. I kind of like it a little tight. I don't know. But look how cute. I love it. So I do untie these because they're like double tied. I don't really care for a double tie. So with each of the dresses that I try on, I just do my single tie here because I do prefer that. But thankfully, if I don't like these ties, look how cute that is. Stop. If I don't like,
Okay. That one's, I guess, kind of. I just don't like it with that black mesh shirt underneath it. She has a white mesh shirt. The white mesh shirt might look better with this one because she bought a white one, like this black one.
guys, I could just cut them off. Like, cut up your clothes. No one's stopping you. You're the one wearing it. You're the one who paid for it. Like, wear what you love. Cut it up, girl. Like, I've cut things off of clothes before. You can't stop me. But try to guess what
You like the crinoline under the dress. Mm.
two dresses do I end up wearing? And you guys look.
Okay, so this one, I had said that I didn't know how it would look on Amber's body size, and I wasn't trying to be mean with that. What I meant was, it's a lot of cherries. And on Amber, it's just like it almost makes her look bigger because of the design, was what I was kind of meaning to say. Because you're just seeing like more and more cherries. And it makes her look bigger instead of, slimming or whatever. But um yeah, I don't again, I don't care for it with that black mesh, but that's me. Um yeah, see this one, see it is kind of down towards the waist. But on Amber, it's like directly shoved up underneath the boobs.
It's actually cute. What two dresses do I end up wearing for the last 2 days of this vlog? Try to guess because I do.
The polka dot one and the flower one.
Actually end up wearing two of these dresses because I love this haul. I feel like this haul is so good. I thought these last three dresses like they were going to be too long. I don't care for long dresses. I don't like them. There's like a certain length that I like. Like this is the longest I'll go. I just feel like this is such a perfect haul. I'm obsessed with these dresses. Highly recommend. All right, you guys. So I'm currently getting situated. I'm pretty situated. I'm about to film my Let's Talk video. So, as you guys know, I have been drinking nothing but water for almost a month now. I was craving a slushy. I haven't had a slushy in so long. I go through eras where I have like a slushy every single day. I haven't had that era for a few months, but I had to get one. I got a Sonic Blue Raspberry Slushy with Nerds. And what I'm doing is to still get my water in and you know, I'm not punishing myself by no means, but I feel like it's a smart idea when I take a drink of this. Mm-hmm. I just have to take a drink of water too. Mm-hmm. Because I also haven't been able to use straws for like 15 days now because of my tooth thing.
Yes, the tooth issue. I guess she's all healed now.
But I'm able to use straws now. So I've been drinking just like this instead. But now I'm able to use straws. This comes with a built-in straw. So I'm double fisting it. Water, slushy, slushy, water.
How Gen X are getting their teenage bodies back. So this is my mom and this is my grandma. I recently posted a picture of the three of us.
All right, you guys. So I'm in the middle of doing my makeup, and this is like the only time that I have remembered to give you guys the Doordash update, the Doordasher update, if you will. I was on live stream last Tuesday, and people brought up the Doordasher, how he was like flirting with me. I'll show you that screenshot here. I showed you guys in my last vlog.
You know, I forgot. Do I have her sped up? I do not. If you are new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed normally, because she does speed a little too slowly for me.
So obviously people in my live stream were like asking me about it. Well, I'm just gonna let you know right now that I have never, since living here, and I've lived here for almost 2 years, I've never had the same DoorDasher. And then all of a sudden, here we are getting the same DoorDasher. And I even mentioned it in my live stream. I was like, yes, I have an update on the DoorDasher. That's just a little sneak peek, a little tea, but I wanted to share it with you guys because this is like an ever growing story time on my channel, I guess. So he ended up being my DoorDasher again. And like I said, I've never had a repeat DoorDasher. Okay, so
Yeah, it's unusual. So I guess, but so if she's ordered, so let me get my thoughts formed in my head. There is a DoorDasher that I watch on YouTube periodically. Meaty Mama, she's so funny. Um, and DoorDashers in bigger cities like Oklahoma City or like where she lives in like St. Pete, Florida, it's the Dashers will kind of stay in a certain area where there's lots of restaurants or things where they know they're going to get orders, and they'll kind of stay in a certain area. So if she's ordering from restaurants that are kind of in that same area, she's going to be more likely to get the same Dasher. Um, I've had the same Dasher for breakfast a few times. If I've like DoorDash or if I've Grubhubbed breakfast, I'll get the same Dasher every once in a while because they're out in the morning at that time. Um, that's when they do their side gig. Um, so if she's ordering around the same time and from restaurants in around the same area, the likelihoods of getting the same Dasher are going to be higher. And they don't know whose order they're taking. All they get is the restaurant name and like how many miles it is that they're going to be driving from the restaurant to the destination and like how much their tip is going to be, how much they're going to earn. So he won't know that he's getting Amberlynn's orders until he sees the address and is going towards that address. I don't think the address appears when they first select. I think it just gives them what they're earning and the restaurant name. So it is unique that she's getting him several times, unless it's just a coincidence.
He handed me my food. This was Monday before my live stream. I ordered something, I forget what it was. And he handed me my food. As I was walking back into my apartment, he yelled, "Are you married?" And like for some reason, like when I get uncomfortable, like I just automatically say yes. Like
So I know that we're just obsessed with her. He may be obsessed with her, but he doesn't know that it's her until he gets the order completed. Well, until he picks up the order and then it gives him the address. Because I don't think, well, it will tell them where it is, but I don't think it gives them the exact address because it does kind of show a map, I think. So, he may know what area he's going to, but I don't think he knows the exact address. But if he knows it's in this area, he can maybe assume it's Amberlynn. I'll have to go watch Meaty Mama again and see what she's. Well, you know what? Let's just look.
just so we can move on from this.
My Lovesack couch adapts to it all. Little
Yes, it does. All right. So Meaty Mama does door dashing. So she's hilarious. Let's see. Do the rest of my day. And then with Ash is kind of odd, you know, because I'm like, it's you see Home Park. Oh my. Like tearing it up. Oh, have a plate at home. There was this. Oh God. Oh yeah, I saw that video online. Um, so sometimes she'll show us what it. Here we go. Ah, $20, 50. So this is Uber Eats, I think. Ah, it does give the address. This is Uber Eats. So, but most people aren't going to remember from order to order. But I guess he might have hers memorized. So he may. Mm, I'm just scrubbing through here to see if she's going to show us a DoorDash one. Yeah, I thought you just saw. So this is Uber Eats because it's green. So Uber Eats does show the address, but she said this is a DoorDasher. So DoorDash, I thought. Hey everybody, I'm back in the. There we go. Here's a DoorDash one. Here's the next order, $6.50. So DoorDash doesn't give the address. That's what I thought. DoorDash just gives you the customer drop off and where you're picking up, but it doesn't give you the address. But Uber Eats does. 4.4 miles for Dunkin'. Let's see what else we got here, Meaty Mama. It's a completed order. All right, let's see what this one shows. Yeah, so this one here, here's another DoorDash one. I've accepted this Little Caesars order. Yeah, so DoorDash does not give the address, but Uber Eats does. So if this is she said that he's a DoorDasher. So thank you, Meaty Mama, for clarifying for us there. Um, she's a big tipper, of course. Well, I mean, he doesn't know who it is. It just says how far. See, Liz says, I think when you did it, you saw the restaurant, how far the person is. Yeah. So they're all little. So it looks like Uber Eats does give the address, but DoorDash does not. Grubhub, I'm not sure. But yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to confirm that just to know if he knows that he's delivering to Amberlynn or if it's just a coincidence that he's getting her orders because maybe she keeps ordering around the same time. He's out dashing and he's in that area. That's his area that he dashes from.
Okay, so he handed me my food. This was Monday before my live stream. I ordered something, I forget what it was, and he handed me my food. As I was walking back into my apartment, he yelled, "Are you married?" And like,
Just say, dude, I'm a lesbian. The brows. Yeah. They see how much they're gonna earn for that dash. And so if it is a good order, they're gonna take it. So he might have his time set up that he's uh guaranteed to be dashing during that time. He has his dash set up for that time period. And he'll see that it's a big tip. But if you don't accept it, it'll go to somebody, or it it pops up, and I think a couple of people have opportunities to take that dash, and he's quick on it.
for some reason, like when I get uncomfortable, like I just automatically say yes, like just we can move on from the topic. But like I don't
Well, and if you tell somebody that you're married, they'll typically be like, "Oh, okay," and they'll stop. Some people don't,
think that he understood.
because saying I'm gay sometimes doesn't work either, because men are shits a lot of times and think that they can change you, or that their dick is magic and you won't be a lesbian anymore.
Me, or just we could move on from the topic. But like I don't think that he understood me, or like he chose to not understand me, or maybe he didn't hear me, because he then messaged me, and I'm gonna share the screenshots here. So he was just messaging me again, and it's like, the first time it was flattering, and you know
Oh my god, the hard eyes. Hey, beautiful. And then the hard eyes. Nice to see you again. Heart, 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 heart. One question: are you married? Please don't leave me unseen. I would like to know why you are so beautiful, and I liked seeing you again. This is creepy. She needs to take this screenshot and the previous ones and send it to Doordash and have him blocked from getting her orders. You can do that. You can have them remove a dasher from you. It's just creepy. It's creepy.
people meet. You see someone in person, and you go up to them, or you
Or they want to join in. Yeah. Yeah.
compliment them. And that's how people met, like in the olden days, olden days before.
Olden days? You mean like 20 years ago? Dude, the 90s aren't that long ago. It was just yesterday, right? Just because I'm hearing 90s alternative music on oldies stations doesn't mean the 90s were the olden days. In the olden days, you were set up by your parents. Well, the Wilsons have a son. He's about your age.
So it's like, to me, the first time it olden days, olden days before technology. So it's like, to me, the first time it wasn't creepy. Like it was flattering. I could still be flattered as a lesbian by a man complimenting me. Just like a gay guy could be flattered by a woman complimenting them, etc., etc. Like sexuality has nothing to do with it. A compliment is a compliment, and it's like it's always greatly appreciated. But then when it happened the second time, that's when I started realizing, like, okay, that's like I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a little silly goosey. No lie. I don't know if I can finish anymore. I'm totally feeling it. A little much. You won't even believe it. If you remember on Tuesday when I got the poke bowl because I filmed my what I ate today video, it was him again for the third time in a row. And I need to repeat for the millionth time. I've never had a repeat DoorDasher. It's just never happened. And I know this because I always go out and I receive my DoorDash like person to person. I always say have a good day. Sometimes they randomly start talking to me, like whatever it may be. Like recently I complimented this girl. She was wearing the cutest outfit. It was like a jersey, but it was like a Hello Kitty jersey, and like it was like these black skinny jeans that had like all these rips in them. She was a little bit older than me, but I was like, "Oh, you look as mine." So I was like, "Oh my god, your outfit's so cute." She goes, "Oh my god, you're so cute." It was just like a cute little moment. She was probably in her 40s. So I always have like correspondence with my.
Because being in your 40s, we're so old. No, she said a little bit older. Why does Amber want to meet them at the door? She does that because she has said that it's a little complex to get into her building. So I think you have to use a code to get in and then to like find the location. So instead of having to make them go through the gate, get the code, whatever, she just meets them in like the lobby area or something.
And I've never had a repeat. I know I keep repeating that, but it's the fact that I have him for the third time in a row. And this is where, to me, the boundaries have been overcrossed. Like the first time it was fine. Second time it was like,
So instead of just crossing them, you've overcrossed them.
okay, maybe he really was trying to shoot his shot like super hardcore. So this time we didn't really say anything to each other. Like I just grabbed my stuff and I like booked out. I was like, bye, really quick. I didn't want to have like any correspondence at all. Like the first time there was no correspondence. Second time he just asked if I was married. I said yes. But like we were far away from each other because like I said, I was walking back into the apartment. I don't know if he heard me, etc. etc. This time I said nothing. And he ended up messaging me again. And I'm gonna show that screenshot here. This time the apartment's like, when are you gonna thank me? It's like, that's weird energy. I mean, to me that felt like sexual.
Wow, it's you. Heart, 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 eyes. Beautiful. When will you be able to thank me or tell me if you're single? And then a little hee hee and heart eyes emoji. Yeah, I could see that being kind of a sexually instigated kind of question. Also, it is translated from Spanish, so we don't really know.
I don't know. I could be like reading into it wrong, but the fact that it's happened 3 times is weird. I don't know if there's a way to like request not to have like a certain driver anymore.
Yes. Yes, from what I understand from Reddit with DoorDashers, you could like send this to DoorDash and be, hey, look, this guy is crossing the line with me. I don't want him to receive my orders anymore. And they can prevent certain dashers from getting orders from you.
My whole thing is, I don't know if he's doing this to other women or if I'm just the only one, but that's like also hard to believe that I would be the only one because why me? My whole thing is like, if I message DoorDash and I tell them about this, I'm afraid he's going to lose his job. I don't want to be the person that makes someone lose an income. I don't know his life. I don't know the story to his life.
Right, but we don't need a guy like this out here delivering orders to single women and then possibly stalking them and making them uncomfortable. If he loses his job on from dashing, he can go to Uber Eats or Grubhub or one of these other delivery services, or he will just dash under a different name because they do that a lot too. Um, but it's not acceptable because he's probably not doing this just to Amberlynn. He's probably doing it to other women too, and it's not okay.
He could be like really trying to make ends meet, about to be homeless. Like, I don't know. I don't know anything. So I would hate to be the person to where DoorDash gets a hold of this and then they're like, oh my God, we can't have this guy work here anymore. So he's not allowed. Like, that also scares me.
You can't have this dude making the customers uncomfortable and possibly like harassing women and all these things either. I think the ice cream truck's coming down the road. Give me a minute. No. I do hear the ice cream truck though.
That also scares me because it's like, what if DoorDash is like, this is not allowed? Like, that also scares me. That also scares me because it's like, what if DoorDash is like, this person said you were making her uncomfortable and you were harassing her. So now you can't work for us anymore. I wonder if he gets mad and comes and finds me. It's like, my brain is like, what do
I don't think DoorDash is going to say, oh, this customer. They're just going to terminate him.
do? What do I do? What do I do? So I personally don't know what to do. Like I am like in a confusing state where it's like
I'm planning a girls trip to
She's in confusion.
Barcelona, and TripAdvisor's travel reviews has helped me pick the best hotel for us, and here's how. So I use this.
I'm almost afraid to order DoorDash, which could be a good thing because your girl doesn't need to have it as frequently as she does.
Yeah, hey, maybe. I guess that is one positive. She doesn't want to get creepy guy again, so she's not going to order. Just use Grubhub.
But at the same
Although a
time,
lot of times the people doing these dashing things will be on multiple apps at the same time, so he could be on Grubhub too.
Like, what happens if I get him a face and that happens again? And this is just like a repeat thing. Should I just ignore it? Like, I honestly don't know what to do. I am genuinely confused. But that is the update on that because people in my live stream are asking about it, and I said, you know what, I'll talk about it in a vlog. And they're like, oh my god, yes, do it. So here it is. I'm gonna finish getting ready. I'm going to glow in the dark bingo today, and I'm super, super freaking excited.
Glow in the
It's
dark
like
bingo
my
night.
favorite day. Beforehand, me and my mom are gonna go get some lunch together, and I'm really excited to hang out with her. Yeah, so see you soon. All right, you guys, off for the day. I do have some boxes I have to take to the dumpster, but I decided to wear this dress. I think it's
I was right. One of the dresses is the flower dress.
so stinking cute. I was gonna wear pink hoops. I was going back and forth, but I'm loving the silver hoops, and I have a pop of pink here. And also, I did gems as per usual. I love gems. All right, my mom's gonna try to get a little creature here. Do you know which one you're gonna try to get? Yeah, that guy holding the green leaf. So him? Yeah. The gray guy?
Aw,
Yeah,
he's cute. Is that like a raccoon? So we had one of these when I was in university. We had one of these claw machines at our Denny's, and we would clean up in that machine. And then they changed like the claw tension, and we stopped winning as often. But the secret was to not press the button, was to put it over where you wanted it, and then let it drop down on its own. Because if you let the time run out and then let it drop down on its own, it's going to drop down further than if you press the button. So you know when it starts to come up, its claw will start to close. The problem a lot of times is it'll start to raise up and then close the claw, but not get it close enough. But if you let it drop down further, when it starts to raise up, you're more likely to get the claw to close around what you want because it has further to go. Does that make sense?
you get him. Can you tell me where to line it up? Okay. A little more back. Okay, go over. Back a little bit.
Back.
You might be heavy. Oh, nice try, Mom.
There isn't really anything to get a good grip on that little raccoon or whatever it was. Not really much of anything to get a good grip on.
Get a mom that fans you. That's right. I'll fan you. And Stephen feed you grapes. You do better. We do. I'll show you. I'll show you the real deal. Here, you want to hold this? Does that feel good or what? Yeah. I told him not. No, but deadass, it's been so hot in here. I think they forgot to turn on the AC or something, but hopefully they turn it on soon. We have matching glow bracelets. Okay, glows.
Well, hey, they're having a good time.
All right, guys, we have another outfit of the day.
Oh, it's the cherry one. I thought she was gonna wear the polka dot one.
It's just my wax melt thing, sorry. But I'm wearing
It looks a little better with the white mesh instead of the black one.
cherries. I like how it like is so it's just very big. It feels really big in the back, but I'll make do. And I'm wearing white mesh. Be surprised. Pink purse, pink glasses. I'm actually about to go hang out with my mom and my grandma. We're gonna have just like a girls' day, and I'm really excited. Okay, so we're stopping to get gas. I'm just gonna take those off. You guys, I don't know if it's hot where y'all are at, but I'm telling you,
Yeah.
it has been so freaking
It's in the
hot here in
90s.
Oklahoma. Like I genuinely cannot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are asking if I've had any side effects with Zoloft, which random fact, Zoloft causes really bad heat intolerance. And normally I'm like, yeah, okay, summer's hot. Yeah, that sucks.
So does being 500 pounds. Yeah, it's been really hot. It's been in the upper 90s the last couple of weeks, last like 10 days.
Summer has been by far the worst for me. Like I cannot handle heat the same at all. Like even last night at bingo, like we were all hot, but like I genuinely was like, oh my god, I'm gonna pass out. And it's because Zoloft causes heat intolerance, so it's like just a million times worse now. And I'm just like, I don't know. So just be careful with like whatever medicine you're on because some of it can cause like heat strokes and getting overheated, and it's very scary. So now that it's summertime, just be careful. It's very scary and it can happen.
Hey Mars, you're not that late. You're fine.
Like literally out of nowhere. Oh, me and my mom.
my 70-something-year-old mom, we're gonna do face stuff. I've never personally experienced a day in my life, so I do not know what I'm doing. I just randomly bought all these things that girls use to like fix stuff. And
Oh my god.
and then I don't know. These are dangerous. I don't suggest these. You can see everything up close, and you're like, oh my god, is that me? And then I got these because I just think we'll look cute with 3 hard-ons. 3 hard-ons.
Mom.
That's
So I have a feeling you're gonna ask. The reason why I'm not doing it is because I've never done a face mask before a day in my life, and I'm afraid of
We're all
I'm afraid of my face like breaking out or getting a rash because I'm sensitive. But I'm gonna enjoy being here for you guys, and I might wear the heart on just for fun. Very cute.
That's adorable. I love that Mama Lynn and Grandma Lynn are doing little facials together. That's cute.
No,
I'm the mirror holder.
no, you didn't do it. Oh, I did. Look, what'd you do?
Was this supposed to go the other way?
What'd you do?
I think you're supposed to put a little bit of warm water first, and then put those down, those little nose strips, and then pat them down with some warm water, and then after like 15 or 10 minutes, whatever, I don't know, rip them off.
This is the fastest proven way that actually removed my eye bags and wrinkles with no Botox and no
Sure.
surgery.
Let me read the back of it.
What is that supposed to be off?
Yeah.
This outer part. Let me read the instructions.
Well, there's one
You
strip
peel it
that
off.
comes
Remove the clear film from the back of the strip and apply
Oh,
the
you did
smooth
some of it?
side to a wet nose, covering the bridge, tip, and sides. Moisten the top of the strip with water.
Yeah.
Oh, mine did.
Yeah. I've used these before for blackheads on my nose.
Didn't have to do it.
Moisten your nose.
Okay, you gotta put these on. Lisa.
We did it. We did it.
Show us all the x-rays, and they show us a tooth up in her, up here, under her nose. Yeah. And he's like, oh, you got a tooth up there. It's just chilling. It's no problem. And I'm like, I'm looking at it going, oh my God, it's still tooth. It's like a full-grown tooth. And then Amber's like, and she seemed like she was loaded, but she wasn't. She was just strictly fear. But she's like, oh, yeah, wow. And I was like, 2 teeth on one side, 1 tooth on one side. And I was like, what? And then I thought, gosh, what a terrible mom. I never noticed my daughter had 2 teeth and 1 tooth. You know, I never noticed.
This doesn't make you terrible.
Well, it made me feel like that's something I should have known or noticed. That's what so we went to the carnival, and George bought the biggest stuffed animal you could. Yeah. And we had it hanging above her crib. And I used to wonder why her bottle, I'd find these little balls of hair. Little balls of hair. Yeah. I'll be darned, Mom. If she didn't have, I didn't know this, but this is my truth. So behind her teeth, they were so rotten. It's called baby bottle syndrome. They were so rotten you couldn't tell. Yeah. That she was making her own cap by pulling the fur off the bear and putting it in the holes. So when she sucked her bottle, it didn't hurt. Oh,
That's smart.
Damn,
I'm smart even at
So
4.
as soon as I noticed, of course, I take her to dentist and everything. They're like, well, we're gonna have to pull those 2 teeth. I'm like, what? They're like, well, we'll make her some new ones. You know, when she came back, Mom, she had 2 big silver teeth, and I bawled. I was like, oh, cool. I didn't like it. I was like, no, fix it. So they took her back and made 2 enamel squares on top of the silver tooth. It looked like she had teeth that were just lined in silver. Yeah. They handed her to me so like, yes, well, yeah. And I was like, oh my God, you know, she is loaded. I might have been a little jealous. I don't know. Probably. They're like, she'll be okay once she can suck on this popsicle. I was like, oh, you give Amber a popsicle, she's gonna come right. Well, she likes popsicles.
Still
So
do.
I was like, she'd be like, oh, let me go. I remember that. God, that was great. That's a crazy. I got popsicles here.
No, for real. Take me out of the equation and just imagine a 4-year-old girl being smart enough to know. Let me take the stuffing out.
Yeah. Yeah, Browse. Why is a 4-year-old still using a bottle? So I mean, when you're 4, I mean, your teeth would have come in like when you're like a year. Um, they're your baby teeth, right? And they're gonna fall out eventually, and you'll have your adult teeth come in. But yeah, to be 4 years old, maybe she didn't have the vocabulary to say her teeth hurt. But yeah, why would you be on a? Well, she said 4. I was a little like, why is she still using a bottle at 4 years old? Most 4-year-olds are using sippy cups. So no wonder it was like bottle issues. Hey, Blue Hoodie. Um, yeah, I don't know, bro. That's why a 4-year-old smart enough to pull stuffing out to stick into the holes in her teeth, but not old enough to say her teeth hurt. Hey, Chris. Why is a 4-year-old in a crib? Maybe they couldn't afford a bed. Um, it bottle rot. Thank you, Jonathan. I forgot what she called it. Um, it they didn't strike me as having a lot of money when Amberlynn was growing up. Whenever she was that little, so maybe they just couldn't afford a bed. Uh, but yeah, this isn't. I know Mama Lynn has grown and changed and gotten better. Um, she didn't say she was biting the toys. She was pulling stuffing down. She wasn't biting the toy. She was pulling like pieces of like fuzz off of the stuffed animal. Um, and it it just emphasizes more. Like I'm glad that Mama Len is better now, but stories like this, it emphasizes how kind of messed up Amberlynn's upbringing was, and kind of why Amberlynn is messed up in a lot of ways. And I hope Amberlynn's therapy will help more with this. Um, yeah, it's not. I know they're laughing about it now, but it's not a good situation. State of California doesn't take your kids for trivial reasons. This is the tip of the iceberg. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just um right, finding the stuffing. Yeah, it would have, and would have been like, what's this from? What's happening here? But you also have to remember that Mama Lynn and Papa Lynn were users at the time. So the fact that she noticed at all is kind of a miracle. Mm.
Making your own
To
like,
put it behind your tooth because it hurts when you're.
and I didn't put it together for a long time. I found these little fuzz balls on your bottle, little homemade fuzz ball, and I was like, "What?" Till I caught you plucking. And I was like, "The thing she said plucking." This little baby is taking care of her own teeth because her mama didn't even notice. Like that is so crazy to me.
But look at
Very
you now.
smart, very smart.
You were holding my hand when I got my tooth removed.
Yeah, so that was full circle.
Um, I can only imagine how Mama Lynn would feels now about how Amberlynn was raised and having Amberlynn and her brothers taken away. But yeah, parents are the kids' first teachers. Who's care going from bottle to sippy cup? Yeah. I mean, Amberlynn obviously went to a sippy cup eventually, but at 4 years old using a bottle, no wonder she had bottle rot. Um, it's good they're sharing these stories. Yeah, I don't know if I would have left this in. I guess Amberlynn wanted to leave it in to show how smart she was at 4 years old because she could figure out how to not make it hurt while sucking a bottle at 4. But at 4, some kids are in preschool. I didn't go to preschool, but some kids are in preschool at 4 years old. Um, and they can usually speak. I don't know if Amberlynn's speech was delayed or maybe she just didn't speak a lot. Um, CCS will supply beds for children. There's no excuse. Doesn't mean they knew about it. Doesn't mean they had it in their area. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I would have left this in. I mean, I'm sure Mama Lynn feels bad. She said that she's like, I didn't even notice. So looking back, she's realizing that, her issues really had more effects than are initially noticed.
Told you. Wait, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have maybe taken that out.
Oh, that feels. Doesn't it feel good? It feels so good. It feels. Oh, big rollers. This is Doubtfire.
Oh my gosh, I love
Oh,
that movie.
Michael Myers mask.
That is so cool. Isn't it?
Wow, you look cute.
Yeah, am I cute?
Look at my grandma's shoes.
When I first got him,
They're
Mm. Grandma's shoes look comfy. Um, yeah, I don't think I would have left that in. It it does highlight a little more of Amberlynn's upbringing and how neglected she was as a child, and just issues leading up to why the kids were taken away from Mama and Papa Lynn. Um, yeah, it's sad. Um, the brows. Now that I think of it, though, maybe Amber doesn't realize how bad that story was to folks with more conventional childhoods. Yeah, she may not realize that it's really not a good thing to be sharing. Because to her it was normal, right? That that was her normal whenever she was a kid. Um, yeah.
and in the sun. Oh my gosh, so pretty.
when I first got him, thank you. They were just great. Great. See?
Yeah, and then in the shadow, they're just plain gray.
Can't hear.
Tired of fleeting health fads and endless supplement stacks? Break free with Armra Colostrum. With more than 400 bio.
Okay, guys, a few things. The lighting in here is bad. I didn't want to bring out my I have this huge tall lamp in my bedroom. I'm gonna have to get one for my living room. It doesn't matter though. It's the same day though, but I came home and I immediately changed my clothes. I ordered me a medium blue slushie and I was like, yes, because it is so
Are we gonna get the DoorDasher guy again?
hot outside. Long sleeve was not doing it for me.
You could have had Mama Lynn run you through Sonic on the way home and got a slushie instead of paying $15 for a Sonic slushie.
But anyways, I had such an amazing day today, but it is time for the ending of my vlog, which is my Oracle reading and then comment of the day, where I am choosing the comment with a random comment picker from my last Monday weekly vlog. So let's get into it. So for this week's reading, I just want to choose.
Yeah, Blue Hoodie. That could be true. Blue Hoodie says Mama Lynn being in recovery might also be used to sharing unpleasant stories like in meetings. Yeah. Maybe it could just be a way for Mama Lynn to be like, look, I never want to go back to that. I never want to go back to a place where my child, I mean, Amberlynn's now grown, but you know, she doesn't want to go back to who she was. Um, yeah.
Cards. I'm going to choose one from Life Happens and one from Shine from the Inside. Oh, wow. That one popped up like crazy. So I'm just going to take this one out and set it there. All right. Got it. So the first one is Needy. I love this deck so much. Like, the pictures are just so beautiful to me.
So needy, but why is the person cutting an onion? Why does that make the person needy? Typically, I would expect the artwork to kind of reflect the card. Amberlynn is kind of needy, though. She needs to be validated. She needs to be wanted. Yeah.
The second one is Journal It Out, Write How You Feel, which is so.
While she does that, although speaking of journals, do any of you use a daily planner? I'm trying to find a good daily planner that has like the hours that I can put in for each hour of the day.
Me coded. So that one does have a guidebook. So a little bit of what that one says. Writing down how we feel allows us to take a deeper look at our life from a higher perspective. When we take the time to get intimate with our inner world and we create a space to clear our thoughts, focus on our goals, and cultivate clarity about what our thoughts and feelings represent. If you pull this card, it's time to clear out the clutter of your mind and ease your emotions by acknowledging them on paper. Our feelings are the first indicator of what's going on in our inner world. Journaling has loads of evidence that show its effectiveness on reducing stress, boosting overall mood, enhancing your sense of well-being, and has shown to reduce depression and mental health issues. In 2021, I started daily journaling. And
I was only half listening to that. I'm sorry.
I never skipped a day for almost 3.5 years. I journaled every single day.
Clever fox. Don't know if you guys heard that. Liz says it's part of her taking accountability. My dad was an alcoholic and we have talks. That makes sense, Liz. That makes sense. Clever fox. Thank you, the brows. Oh, look at those. Thank you. Hey, Nancy. Good to see you. You don't want to stick around for a little bit of Amberlynn? She's doing her oracle card reading.
I always have something to say. I always have a lot of thoughts, feelings, etc., etc.
Amberlynn has big feelings. So many feelings.
But it hasn't been until 2025 where I stopped daily journaling. And now I journal maybe every 4 days. And I think the universe is
Oh, we're not daily journaling anymore. Huh.
telling me that I need to start daily journaling again, get those emotions out. You're working so hard on yourself. You're doing great with your Zoloft. And just like continue doing that. Like continue doing the needs in your life. Also do the wants, girl. Like give yourself self-love. Like that's part of the self-love journey is also doing what you want. Self-love, self-care is
Your veggie. Ooh, veggie soup sounds good. I have chicken fajita meat. Chicken fajitas in the crock pot. I know you don't eat meat, but I'm gonna have chicken fajitas for dinner.
definitely coded in like valuing yourself and giving yourself happiness. And that's with like wants and needs, in my opinion. All right, so it's time for comment of the day. Tiffany Shadley Hall, kind of girl, 7378 said, Pink Sparkles is my absolute favorite. I love her so much. That was so nice to her to send you flowers. I hope things get better. Just keep your head up. Don't listen to anybody. Do what is right for you. Thank you so, so much, Tiffany. And yes, oh my God, Pink Sparkles is phenomenal. She had no idea that I was going to show it in the video. I really was
That was a weird edit.
Going back and forth. Like, should I? I don't want to seem like I'm bragging, but I genuinely, I love when she mentioned.
How's your daily journaling going, Nancy? You don't think she's still in therapy? Your personal opinion? I remember that she said that she wasn't going to be talking about the therapy because she's doing the BPD therapy with this different therapist that specializes in um um uh CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, I think. Um Ooh, vegetable spring rolls. That sounds yummy, Mars. Yeah, Mars is vegetarian. Y'all can share recipes. So she may still be in therapy. Don't know. I hope she is.
In her videos, like low key, she'll be like, "Yeah, I'm just watching Amberlynn read." It's fun when that happens when you're sitting there just like watching a friend of yours and like they just throw you in their video. Like it's cute. It's like just a way of like virtually saying hi. It's just a little gift in the vlog. So I don't know. I thought it was cool to just like not only thank her privately, just how much I appreciate her and how much I think she's such a great and amazing person, but I also wanted to tell her publicly as well. Anyways,
My
I hope
hair
you
is a
guys enjoyed
mess.
this vlog, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday for my live stream. So join if you want to be there, and then I'll see you guys on
Nope.
Wednesday for what I ate today and a
Nope.
video. Bye.
Nope. She did not do her live. The live is scheduled for Sunday, and the other video was Thursday. So Nancy, you're in the Discord. Mars is also in the Discord. Y'all can share recipes in the food channel if you sign into Discord. So yeah, that DoorDasher, she needs to report that DoorDasher to DoorDash because that is not okay. Um, it's possible he could be harassing other women, and that's not acceptable. She really needs to report him so that he doesn't continue this. Um, and maybe, oh, you must have missed it. She pulled the needy card and a journaling card. Um, you want to be a walkmaster. um, and I agree with y'all that maybe she should have left that story out from her mom. Oh yeah, Liz is vegetarian too. I forgot. We have lots of vegetarians in the Discord, Nancy. So if you pop in there, um DoorDasher. Amberlynn had a DoorDasher that kept messaging her um that was like hitting on her and was being really creepy. Um yeah, at least have him blocked from delivering to her. Uh, but then he may just harass somebody else, and then maybe they'll block him from delivering to them too. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe I don't know. But we have you're sick of the DoorDasher saga. Uh, all right, so we have Amberlynn's video that she uploaded on Thursday instead of Wednesday. It is titled "In a Situationship." Hmm? And the real reason people are obsessed with me. Let's talk episode 12. Oh my god. Oh, you're sending me a photo of the three kittens you oh no. That's that's awful. But I'm glad you were able to rescue them, Jonalyn. Do you have 4 cats now? All right. See you, Nancy. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Oh, you did send me the photo. Sorry, I have to look at this photo of the kittens. Oh, they're so cute. I want to come get one. Oh my god, they're so freaking adorable. Those poor things. Wait, what are you? Oh, my friends are being weird in Discord or in our messaging app in messaging. Oh no, a dog got the mama. Aw. Oh, no social media for you today? Hey, no worries. Aw. Those kittens are adorable. Are you gonna try to find them homes or are you gonna keep them? So I think we all knew Amberlynn was probably talking to somebody, and if she's in a situationship, then that would confirm it. 2.5 weeks. Oh my goodness, that's so tiny. Are you bottle feeding them? Sorry, I keep going back and forth here. Oh my gosh, that's so tiny. Um, And the real reason, tell us, Amberlynn, what's the real reason why people are obsessed with you? What's the real? So, if you do happen to be new here, I do speed Amberlynn up to 1.25 speed because she does speak a little too slowly for me. So, all that being said, let's get into it because I do have things to do today. And I'm just yapping away with y'all here because I haven't seen you in like 5 days because I was out of town.
Welcome to another Let's Talk video.
Wait, is this Let's Talk or the weigh-in and what I ate today? The Let's Talk isn't supposed to be until Saturday. Did she flip the order of her videos? I think she uploaded the wrong video.
So I'm sure you guys are expecting a what I ate today
Yes.
weigh-in.
Oh.
I haven't had time to do that. The last few days have been super busy for me. I wasn't even able to live stream. I am rescheduling that live stream for Sunday, so my weekly live stream is still happening. So
I missed you guys too. Oh, okay, so she's giving us the reason why.
now getting back to my normal routine, and I'm able to film this video, get back to vlogging because I haven't even been vlogging for my vlog for Monday. But let's just get right into it with Sippin' Community. Could you explain why, if you weighed in at 5:46 on May 19th, did you upload a vlog on May 21st saying you weighed in at 5:16? So I talked about this in a whole video already, but my scale here at home was broke, and I did not know till I went to the doctor and it weighed me there. And in my head, I was like, there's no way that my scale at home is broke because I've been using it quite frequently. I was doing weekly weigh-ins for you guys.
Aren't they all boring, bros? You all are adorable. I just adore all of you, and I miss you guys when I can't stream or luckily I can chit chat with y'all in Discord if I'm able, but
And I was like putting two and two together one day, and I was like, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm gaining weight. So there's like no way that my scale is accurate. So then I bought a new scale, and then that scale co-aligned with the scale that I actually use at the doctor's office.
or aligned.
Show proof the Doordasher story is real, you hog. I'm trying to think of how I can show.
Well, that's just mean. Show proof the DoorDasher story is real, you hog. Well, you're a bitch. Don't be calling people hogs, you cow. Jesus. See, this is why Amberlynn doesn't listen to people, and why just there's no need for it. There's no need to be nasty to people. There's just it's just not necessary. You can be critical without being a dick. I mean, she showed us the screen cap of his messages through the app or the DoorDash texting.
Proof without doxing his name because obviously I don't want to do that. I actually do have a way. I have a screenshot of the notifications coming in that I actually took on my phone, and you can see my wallpaper. My wallpaper is Twinkie, which I'll show you here, and you can.
Oh, Twinkie. If someone asked if she would cut her hair short again, I'll still be here. Yeah, even if it's boring, I'm still gonna watch it because it's what my channel is. I need to find somebody else to watch, but I would have to catch up on them. Who else do you all like to I don't know, watch their story? Glitter and lasers. I don't want to do Foodie Beauty. I don't know. There's glitter and lasers. There's April. I've done one April Lauren video.
Notifications is Twinkie.
Yeah. There's the. Just took a screen cap of these. It's just creepy. Just creepy.
If you're thinking of Airbnb in your home, but you don't want to do it alone.
Ah, shit. That reminds me. I still need to rent my. I still need to rent my Airbnb for my trip to Springfield in August for my brother's wedding. Yeah, Foodie. No, I'm not gonna react to Foodie. I don't. For me, she's kind of irredeemable. Life plus Cindy. I don't know anything about Life plus Cindy. Interesting.
Only the only proof that I can show. And obviously in the screenshot, I am crossing out his name because I don't want to dox. Why don't you see a dietitian regularly? I actually thought about it. Last time I saw a dietitian was in 2023. And it's like, I know all the knowledge, but I think having that type of support.
No, you don't. You do not. You do not. You need to work with a dietitian.
Nice. How do you really feel about the disconnect of viewers? So I feel like there's a section of people who don't trust me, and there's a section of people who do trust me. And I feel like in the section of people that don't trust me, there's a section of people that choose not to, and a section of people who genuinely have a reason. Because I feel like the section of people who like choose not to trust me, it's the trolls, it's the haters, it's the people who genuinely just live to see me fail, and they live to catch me in lies or expose me or start rumors. Like, I'm not even going to include them into this answer, but the disconnect that I have between the people who don't trust me but want to, it makes me sad. And I wish there was a way that I could like prove myself to them, but I know that I can't, because no matter what I say or do, sometimes it's just not enough. But I'm hoping.
I will say there are people that will never believe anything Amberlynn says for whatever reason, and that's their choice. But then it just makes it more difficult whenever you have that group of people that choose to make things up and fabricate things, and then it's like, well, you guys aren't helping the situation any, and it's just makes it worse. Amberlynn has gotten better about not outright lying, but she will still lie by omission or just not, or choose her wording very carefully. Amber watches her. Oh, does she? Oh, I think I've heard her mention her before. Yeah, she may still be seeing her therapist. We don't know. But I've been saying for a couple of years at least that she needs to get a dietitian. I have the hiccuburps. Oh, you're not going to keep them? Yeah, hopefully you'll find them homes. I hope so. They're adorable.
Time, and I'm hoping with my word, and I'm hoping with like showing the side of me that is true and real and honest, that they'll finally see that. Why were you sleeping in the crib and drinking from a bottle at 4 years old? Also,
Oh, here's a question about the why were you drinking from a bottle at 4 years old and in a crib?
so were you nonverbal? No, I was not nonverbal, but as for drinking from a bottle and sleeping in a crib at 4, I have no idea. Do you seriously not hear the seal arf arf in your intro, or is it intent?
So, Amberlynn wouldn't know that. That would be a question for Mama Lynn. Um, uh, to answer, because only Mama Lynn would know that, and my guess would just be because they weren't great parents. Let me just give my kid a bottle to suck on, and that'll keep her quiet and entertained. He started following a vlog named Shrinking Allison. She's making slow but steady progress with meal prep, getting steps in, and working on her home and property. Well produced content. Nice. I don't know if I'd want to react to her. Jonathan, we know you don't trust anything Amberlynn says. If I ever get back to vlogging, hopefully I'll show progress. I don't have time to vlog.
That's an instrument, but I definitely understand where you guys are coming from. I definitely hear it as well, but it is an instrument. I really like the song because, like, with the beat, each clip changes, and I love that. So, as fun as that was, we are going to move on to the interview. Hey, go ahead. Just coming up.
She has no idea, but she could have said that was what her mom said. Um, what was what her mom said?
Fun as that was, we are going to move on to the interview. Hey, go ahead. Just coming off a work shift. Sorry if there's noise in the background. Would you ever visit Canada? And what do you think of like goth style, like goth girls? Also, would you like get any tattoos? So one, would I ever visit Canada? Yes. Two, what do I think of goth girls? I love the aesthetic. Three, would I ever get any tattoos? Yes, I really do want to get some tattoos. I have some tattoo ideas, but I'm just scared. I have a really high pain intolerance, but something about like the constant pain.
Did she say pain intolerance? Pain tolerance.
Would I ever get any tattoos? Yes, I really do want to get some tattoos. I have some tattoo ideas, but I'm just scared. I have a really high pain intolerance, but something.
Pain tolerance. Um, About 4 years old in the crib in the bottle. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously that's what her mom said because that's how we know about it. But just that Amberlynn doesn't know why she was in the crib with a bottle at 4 years old. That would be a question for Mama Lynn. Why was Amberlynn still using a bottle and in a crib at 4 years old? And probably because they weren't good parents.
The constant pain of a tattoo. I don't know why, but it just like gives me the skeevies.
It's not too bad. I mean, granted, it depends where you're getting the tattoo, what part of your body. Um, should pick at a tattoo or get cellulitis or both. Yeah, because if the cellulitis, yeah, if it starts to scab, she would pick at it, and that would pull the color out of it.
Hi, Am baby. So, my name is Isaac. I've been watching you for so many years at this point.
Wow.
I feel like I know you more than.
Check out these deals of the week at Walgreens.
My closest friends, like.
Aww.
So my question is, sorry, I protected a little gummy, if you will.
Okay.
My question is, what do you think makes you stand out? Like, why people are so obsessed with you? Like the compilation videos, the reaction videos, the constant obsession. I just wonder what you think about it, how you feel. But yeah, I mean, I can't say the same. Like, I've clearly been watching it for years too, but what is it? What do you think? Bye, love you.
I love you too. Genuinely?
Huh. You have Mindy, the henna on your hand from the wedding and more. Oh, and you want to. I saw that in the picture. It looks awesome. Very small emotional tolerance. She does have that.
I think like what it used to be for sure, especially like 2019 era, was just like the train wreck of it all. Like there is a 570-pound girl just like posting the most craziest things. I would do so many mukbangs. Like it was definitely trolling. Like 2018 trolling, 2019 trolling, and that was when I really started to like pick up on all the traffic, the people watching me. And even though my life now is more just like calm and bland and peaceful, and I wouldn't say I'm a train wreck per se, like I'm literally just a normal girl. Yes, I might be super morbidly obese, but it's more common than you think. I'm just a girl who lives a normal life. I do have some unique things about me, sure, but I don't think that I'm special in any way. So I almost wonder if like what keeps up the obsession from people is it's almost like a mob mentality where everyone is kind of feeding off of each other, whether it be through like subreddits and forums and chats and like the reaction channel comments and just the reaction channels in general. It's just like it's keeping up this energy that is constantly being like spider webbed into new people and new audiences, people wanting to belong in a community and they found one. And I don't know, it's definitely crazy. I feel like it's all of that.
So I think partially she's right there. I mean, the reaction channels do I of course mean the bigger ones that have a larger audience. Um, keep her relevant in some ways, I would say. I mean, people would still watch her. Some people might hate watch her, but the bigger reaction channels um that talk about her and speculate on things and make shit up. Um, it's people want to see it. People want to see her fail, I think. Some people want to see her succeed, but I think a lot of people watch because they want to see her fail. And I guess see who her next relationship victim is going to be. We'll see about this situationship. Um, and maybe they're wanting to see her go back to that train wreck era, but I mean her life isn't anything special right now, as we've seen. I mean, we see the same things every video. She's sitting on the couch answering questions or talking about something, or she's going out to bingo with Mama Lynn. That's all we see. That's all she does. But yet here we are watching every single day, you know, what she ate today. But she's like, people don't want to see what I ate today and the weight loss. I think that is more entertaining than her sitting here answering these questions, because at least she's showing some progress, right? That's, hey, this is my goal, and it's going to be different content each week. But we're just seeing the same stuff over and over because she doesn't really do anything. And I have no room to talk. I don't do anything either. I work. That's what I do. I work. That's all I do. Um, so it's like the reaction channels, yeah, you could say they're obsessed with her, but um, I think people just want to see her fail. Does she realize if those all go away, her views would decrease even more than it already has? Or that has, yeah. Mars, there are aspects of Amber that are interesting and entertaining, but mostly she's a spectacle. I agree. Yeah, I mean, it's like I view Amberlynn's channel, like videos, as kind of like watching a little reality show, right? I'm getting a little peek into this person's life, and it can be entertaining. I just happen to make videos reacting to what she's doing. I could stop making reaction videos tomorrow, and it wouldn't affect my life one bit. I would get a lot fewer views on my channel. I don't get a lot as it is. And I could just do vlogs and make my own videos that I want to make and play video games and just stop being an Amberlynn reaction channel. But that's what gets, that's where my community came from, though, was making Amberlynn content.
Disappeared one day, I still would be able to crazy. I feel like if all of that disappeared one day, I still would be able to make a living here on YouTube, because I do have a lot of like supportive people who like aren't quote unquote obsessed with me. They just like watching my videos, and I'm just very grateful for anyone who clicks on my content and watches me.
Well, if she has her memberships, see, the memberships are what, $9.99 a month? um, if she just has 250 members, she has more than that, I think. But I mean, if if she has these members, that's like $2,000 a month just for memberships. That will easily pay her rent and buy a few groceries. That will pay her bills at least, right? And then whatever income she gets from views from her other content will pay for, groceries and anything extra she wants and like savings and stuff. But I mean, she could easily make a living working 2 hours a fucking week doing her live streams just because of the memberships. And that just blows my mind. But yet she's unwilling to do an extra live stream during the week to make up for the one she missed last month. Oh, I don't want to do another one. I don't. What are you doing all damn day? She makes like she probably makes as much in a month as I make working. Well, she may with me working two jobs, working 70 hours a week, and she puts in so little effort. And I still make time to sit here and stream each week about her ass. And then, play some video games here and there. If I can find, 4 or 5 hours during the week to stream with as busy as I am, she can find 2 extra hours to make up that live stream. Jonathan says, I have a couple of reactors I enjoy. If they quit reacting to her, ALR would cease to exist in my. Yeah. I think that's how a lot of people feel about Amberlynn, is they only watch her through reaction channels, and if those channels stopped covering her, they'd be like, well, I don't give a shit. Liz, I wish I could work 2 hours a week. Hell, I'd work. Yeah, if I could work 10 hours a week and make what I make, shit. Maybe I should put more effort into my channel. I can quit my jobs, but I like what I do. Um,
Thank you for accepting my request. Of course. I wanted to ask, why do you think your weight loss has been so unsuccessful? I know people have different measures of success, but speaking through it from an objective standpoint, you've been on your weight loss journey for over 10 years, and all you've been done is. I'm going to pause it real quick. I've been on my weight loss journey publicly for over 10 years, but my first diet was when I was 10 and I'm currently 34. So I've been trying to lose weight for over 2 decades, for 24 years. So it's just publicly I have shown it for the last 10. From being in the 300s to the 500s. How Gen X are getting their teenage bodies back. So this is my mom and this is my grandma. I recently posted my first diet ever. I was 10 years old. I was in the 200s somewhere, and here I am.
That's insane. Now, when you're a kid and you weigh that much, it's not your fault, really. It's you aren't as in control of what you eat in your diet when you're that young. I put that squarely on her parents and whoever the adults were in her life when she wasn't with her parents.
All the way up in the 500s, and my highest known weight was 572.4. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And I think it's hard for others and myself to rationalize this because it is hard for people to rationalize. And I love the show 600 Pound Life because it shows that people who reach this size, because I get it, there's like levels to these things, like overweight, then it's just like, okay, you're morbidly obese, then it's like, okay,
Yeah, I don't know if you guys could hear that.
you're super morbidly obese, and then it's just like there are a few classes to it, and I've reached the point where it's like I am at the highest, and
I think it's called death fat.
I'm fully aware of that. Like my BMI used to be in the hundreds. My BMI now is 94, and that's still really bad. But for one's BMI to get that high and for one's weight to get that high, you have to go through a lot of trauma in your life. Trigger warning, whether that be emotionally, physically, sexually, you have to go through a lot. And I have gone through every single one of those things. Like I was in foster care. Like you're not in foster care just because. And even in foster care, I went through a lot. So it's me not healing all those things at the time. And then even as an adult, like finding it so hard to like speak about the hard things and wanting to heal and figuring out why I am the way I am. It's just like this constant vicious cycle. You've had multiple
Trauma doesn't make you gain weight. It's how you react and deal with the trauma that makes you gain weight. Amberlynn chose to deal with these issues in her childhood and these other things with food. Not everybody does that. They find other avenues that maybe aren't healthy either. But the side effect of these issues and having untreated mental health issues was self-medicating and self-soothing with food. That's what Amberlynn did. Food was her crutch. Food was always there for her. Food made her feel happy. It gave her the happy hormones in the brain. And that continued. And, what do we do in America? Like today is the 4th of July here in the US. People are barbecuing outside. People are getting together and having, they're cooking out, they're making desserts, they're making food together. So it's like food is ingrained in so many cultures as a social outlet. And oh, we're happy, let's go out and celebrate, let's go out to dinner, let's get a cake, here's your birthday cake, here's food. We've been conditioned in so many ways to see food as a reward and food as a celebration, and it makes you feel good and it's happy, which is fine, to see food as, hey, it's my birthday cake, let's celebrate, I want to get some cookies, whatever. But when it becomes your answer to everything, then that's where you become Amberlynn, and you have these issues. Some people have medical issues that cause weight gain and make it more difficult to lose weight. And Amberlynn does have some of those issues. But you don't get to 572 pounds eating foods that are more nutritious and healthier for you. You get to 600. You get to 572 pounds by eating 2 cheeseburgers and 20-piece chicken McNuggets for a meal. It's just, yeah. And now that she's to this size, it's becoming more difficult for her to lose the weight because of some of the medical issues she has, and just because it's going to take effort. She's not going to be able to just take a magic pill to lose the weight. And I think a lot of us want to see Amberlynn lose the weight and succeed and see her being a success story. Hey, look, this was my childhood. These are my mental health and my physical health issues, but I persevered. I got the help that I needed through therapy and through a dietitian and whomever else, and I lost the weight. If I can do it, you can do it, right? And but we're not seeing that at all. Instead, we've seen her gain 30 pounds in the last couple of months.
Shares slash struggles throughout that time, which would motivate a lot
Asking
of
for
us
that.
to take the weight loss really seriously. You know, from being unable to do normal activities like traveling and walking to literally having cancer, like the worst, one of the worst things imaginable, really. Yeah. So surely with all of these things, you would be eager to improve and you know lose the weight so you can enjoy your life. And that's how I know it is a mental thing and it's not like a choice at all. And I know a lot of people they look.
It can be both. It can be both. It's not just a mental health issue anymore for Amberlynn. She knows what mental health issues she has. She's choosing to not seek the help to get better. She's choosing to not seek out a dietitian because she has all the knowledge. Obviously not. I know quite a bit about all these things as well, but I have a dietitian because I don't know everything. I've learned so much in the last year from my dietitian. And I learn something new every time we talk. I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. You know, there's Amberlynn doesn't know everything, obviously. It's just
Bigger people and they think that we're choosing this life. I'm telling you, 95% of us are not choosing this. It is.
but you're choosing to not do anything about it. You're choosing to not get the help.
Is so mentally exhausting to be an addict of food and to have turned to food since you were just a little child. I have a whole family of addicts and I'm not the only food addict. Like my grandma, she has passed away. She was over 600 pounds. And it definitely is not only environmental, but it's mental. And it's also genetics and hereditary and all of that stuff. So it's a mixture of like so many things. Be healthy.
Like I said, there are many aspects. There's no one reason, there's no one size fits all, which is why she needs to get with professionals. What are you doing to help with the food addiction? What are you doing to help with these struggles with food? What are you doing to fix it? Liz said she has said people wouldn't watch her if she lost the weight. I think most people want her to succeed, even if it's only a sliver of hope. Yeah, I agree, Liz. 100%. People would tune in to see her succeeding. Mars. She says she watches 600-pound Life and is friends with some of them. Does she not see the pattern of patients that don't do therapy are usually the ones that fail, don't get approved, or even gain? Yeah, 100%. And she's just not. I mean, maybe she is still seeing her therapist for BPD. I hope she still is, but she needs another therapist or one that can also help with her food issues.
Every diet is unsuccessful and you end up making excuses for yourself. I don't always make excuses.
You do, but you do. It's always something else. It's always something external. It's never, I just didn't do it. It's always something. This is one of my biggest issues with Amberlynn. It's always something external to her. It's never her fault. It's always something else that caused it, not her own choices or her own actions or something within her. It's always something else. And that's what I always mean when I say she doesn't take accountability. She never takes accountability for her own actions, for getting into the situations that she's in.
Yes, but I have a lot of reasons for the way that I am. And I recently, like even publicly, I was like, can you guys help me like figure out like what is the difference between excuses and reasons? Thankfully, I now have a clear picture of that. But yeah, I have made some excuses in the past, and I'm not perfect, so I probably still do to this day. But I do have a lot of reasons for the way that I am, and I am trying to work on that. Sorry if this is mean, if it's really long. It's not mean at all. I just didn't want to sugarcoat it. But yeah, thank you for listening. Have a good day. Oh, of course. I hope you have a good day too. And that was not mean. Like that was like true constructive criticism. Like I know a lot of people think that if I receive something like that, I think it's hate. I don't think that's hate at all. I think that's very valid.
It's so negative. She's being so negative.
So thank you for feeling comfortable to share that with me. My head's kind of comfort queen. Oh my god. I fucking love you, girl. What is the crack? I have two little questions for you. Okay. One being, have you ever played an instrument? I'm so curious. You kind of seem like someone that would sing, but I don't know.
What?
So regarding instrument, I
Oh,
am not the greatest at it. I played the flute in like elementary school. And regarding singing, I love to sing. Like I am not good at it by any means. I was in chorus in 6th grade, which I
everybody was in the U.S. You had to be in choir up until like 8th grade.
loved so much. But I'm not the greatest at singing, but I'm telling you, I love it. Curious if you've ever played any, or would you ever consider take a one up? I can see you with like a bass or a singer. I would love. Oh, honestly, my
I couldn't understand that question.
dream electric guitar. Like, hello, how
Oh, playing a bass.
you? Oh my god, that's my dream. Also very different question. Maybe the complete opposite, but I was wondering if you had been following everything that's happening in Palestine right now. I'm kind of curious. If you've been doing that.
Is she following anything in Palestine? Probably not.
I love you. Goodbye.
Irish?
Goodbye. She actually sent me another one, but I'm going to respond to the first thing. Yes, I do follow it, but I try very, very hard not to talk about politics on my channel. I have in the past, like years and years ago. Sometimes I'll let something slip. Let's listen to your next one. If you're not comfy with that second question, I would just want to ask, have you ever been to Ireland? And would you ever go? I think you're.
Have you ever been to Ireland and would you ever go? She has not been outside of this. If you think Amberlynn's going to sit on an airplane for an international flight,
Yeah, that's it. Thanks. No, I'm totally fine with that question. And would I ever Ireland? Sure. I mean, I've never been out of the country in general, so I don't know.
Hello, Amber. This is Ease from Jordan in the Middle East. And yes, you have fans in the Middle East. My question is there an ex of yours that, if asked you to patch things up and be back together?
so this is an AI reading it, and it could be because of their accent. Maybe they didn't think Amberlynn would understand their accent because they're from the Middle East, or they didn't want their voice on here.
Like you would say yes to. You don't have to give us the name of that ex.
It'd be Emily, of course.
Just answer with yes or no and give us all of the suspense in the world. You're not a failure. Your haters might say it to you or express it over and over again. You're not. You have a YouTube channel that has over 250,000 subscribers, and that is not easy because I've tried to do it myself. I have run a YouTube channel for 7 years, and guess what? I've only won 13 subscribers, so I gave up. So this achievement is great. It's huge. You might be thinking, okay, what about my weight? You're still trying. Even if you've tried a gazillion times and failed, as long as you feel like you're trying, then you haven't failed. Again, too much love to you.
Aw.
Mar says, don't go to Ireland. We're very straightforward and you will feel offended.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Like, that was honestly really sweet, and I needed to hear it. As for the X thing, I'm not going to say yes or no. Amber.
Oh my god. Sorry, I hit my keyboard. I'm not going to say yes or no.
I hope you're doing good. I'm a little shy, so sorry. My question would be, have you ever considered getting a food scale when counting your calories? Because I
She has a food scale.
lost over 80 pounds. I do have one now. Congrats on your freaking weight loss. Hell yeah. I was gonna say fucking weight loss, and then I saw myself. Congrats on your fucking weight loss. I had to have emphasis in there because 80 pounds is amazing. It's been a process, but in the beginning when I was counting my calories, I was greatly underestimating how much I was actually eating. Yeah. Because I didn't have the proper measurements for it. And a serving size, I thought, like in my head, I was eating a serving size, but I was actually overeating. Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, even like with like my cottage cheese or like my yogurt, I weigh it, and it's like the serving will be like, quarter cup. But when I weigh it out, I'm like, that 80 grams looks like more than a quarter cup, but I've weighed it out to 80 grams. So it's, yeah.
Started getting like weighing my food on my food scale, I noticed a significant difference and I'm actually able to stand to my calories. And random fact, she still has a little more to go, but I just paused it for a second. Random facts. What measuring your food is not as like reliable. Like something on the back of a nutrition label, it can say like half a serving, like half a cup is a serving. But when you go to weigh it out, if it says 28 grams, it's like it doesn't match. So what's more
That's what I just said. The weight is going to be the more accurate than using a measuring cup. Weighing it will be more accurate.
more reliable is definitely weighing your food. I definitely agree with this 100%. So just wondering, and then also with like certain packages, it'll say a certain weight, but if you weigh it, sometimes it's heavier, so it's actually more calories. So it might say like 100 calories for that item, but it actually is more if you weigh it. So oh my god, I literally just said that. You have a great day.
Yeah, right. I mean, like, you get a bag of like frozen chicken tenders, and it's like a serving is 4 pieces, like 120 grams. But then you weigh out 4 pieces, and it's like maybe 90 grams if they're smaller pieces, or 150 grams if they're bigger. So going by the weight is going to be your more accurate, of course, way of measuring.
Say hi to Twinkie. Of course, of course. Hi. Hey, I'm so excited to send this to you. Sorry, I sound like I'm not feeling very well. Oh, I feel better. I've been following you and watching you for years. Like it's been, I want to say at least 6 years. And I've always like defended you in the comments. I've always thought the hate you get is so ridiculous. Because no matter what, like I don't care about being like attacked.
Sorry, my speaker's here, so I'm trying to get a little closer so you can hear her through my microphone because I have her coming through my speaker instead of my earbuds.
Better word. I always argue back with them because I feel like these people are so stupid. Like, what are you even? I don't know. I bet when you stick up for me too, they're like, "Hi, Amber. I know
They think it's a sock account, yeah.
it's you." And by the way, thank you so much for sticking up for me. That means a lot. I feel like anyone, any grown adult who is dedicating so much time of their lives to hating on you and making videos about you, I feel like you cannot be a bigger loser. Like that is so embarrassing.
I think it's a little weird to have so much hate for Amberlynn when she's not even somebody that you know. She's just some random person on the internet, and then people are like, they have so much hate for Amberlynn that they like to like make up things. Like the people that made up like the poster for Twinkie, or people that just make up shit. Like the person that made up the story about Rarity in Zachary Michaels' comments. It's like, I mean, granted, and I say that as somebody that spends time making reaction videos, but I don't hate Amberlynn. I'm just reacting to what she's doing and just giving my opinion on things. But it's just a random person to be like, I hate Amberlynn so much, and I'm gonna band with all these other people that hate her as well, and we're gonna be like, yes, we hate Amberlynn. I don't understand that. Um, you like when the bag weighs more than it says, more for my money. Exactly. I got 10 more grams.
Again, it is weird, I will say. But yeah, so I just wanted to say that before I ask my question. So my question is, I am a personal trainer, so that's the question that came to my mind.
Okay.
So I've never considered getting a personal trainer. I feel like it would be so helpful for you. I saw in your recent video that you go to fitness and you're going to be tracking your steps. So that's
Her Fitbit stopped working or isn't working or something. She doesn't have it anymore, or it broke.
exciting. I'm really excited for you, and I hope that works out for you. But yeah, would you ever get a personal trainer, even if it was online, someone trying to help you?
The FDA allows for 20% variability of the report. Yeah, yeah, they allow for a little bit of a variability. So thank you for the question. And this was an older one. This is from when I did get the Fitbit, but the Fitbit came destroyed. Like the box was destroyed, the Fitbit was not working, it was broke. So I never got a new one, which I probably should, because keeping track of your steps, it can be extremely motivating to like do more steps. And you can get very creative with it. And I just know that from past experiences. But would I get a personal trainer? That is not something that I am currently interested in. No. Hi, Amberlynn. My name is Bug, like the ladybug. I'm from Melbourne, Australia, and I've been watching you for such a long time, I think since like 2017 or 2018. Wow. You're literally the only YouTuber that I actually keep up with that I've seen, I think, all of your videos.
Dang.
You're just so comfy. Your content is so comfy. So
Thank you.
I was just wondering if there's anything at the moment that you really want to learn, or if there's any kind of hyperfixations that you have. I know that you were interested in psychology.
Lego.
I think you said you went to school. I can't remember if it was criminology or like criminal justice or something. Like,
Yes.
is there anything that you think about and you're like, I'd really love to study that or learn more about that? Thank you for considering my questions.
Definitely psychology. It's always been psychology. And like to go like deeper, like I want to.
A personal trainer for what? She only walks around the shops. I don't think it's safe to exercise. So she could do upper body exercises. She could do sit down exercises. I don't know if she still has the QB, the under desk, or the under desk elliptical that wifey bought her. She could do that. She could do sit down exercises, like upper body with like some free weights and things. So there are some things that she could do to get a little more movement into her day.
In the mind of like a murderer, because like why, like what are you thinking, what I also want to learn more about borderline personality disorder because that is what I have, and with awareness like it genuinely changes your life, and then when you actively work on that awareness, like it's life changing. Anything to do with the mind, like the mind is just so interesting to me.
Because mental things is scary.
Also I really like medical stuff, like at the same time though that gives me a little bit of anxiety.
Check out this screenshot of my credit score. Just a
It's
few months
lovely.
ago, it was in a low 500. That all changed.
Okay, hi Amberlynn. I need your opinion on situationships. Like, how do we feel about them?
Oh, maybe she's not in one. Maybe it's this person.
I've been in a few myself. For me, situationships are
Okay, so she's been in some before. What about now?
hard because my feelings grow. I am even loyal in a situation.
The QB went in the trashy. Mars.
Like, I will not talk to anyone else. Like, you're it, and that is that. That could be a BPD thing. I don't know, but I'm a very loyal, committed person. And I'm also very jealous, and I worry, and I'm like, well, I'm committed.
That is a BPD thing, partially.
But what if they're not? Because in situationships, you're usually not in a loyal situationship. Some are, but it just depends. But for me, I think that they should happen because it's like just jumping into a relationship, like a true relationship.
Don't we just call that dating? Why are we why is maybe I'm just old. I mean, it sounds like situationships are just like the dating stage when you're getting to know somebody and spending time together and doing things together, and then you decide you want to be in a relationship.
The greatest idea for some people. It's like good.
Why do the younger generations have to make up stupid names for things?
To get to know someone, like start off as friends and then, get into something more romantic, and that's where the situationship comes in. But if it's just a situationship and that's it, and there's no like end goal of like, okay, are we gonna get into a relationship or what?
It's Chris. Isn't a situationship just a booty call or a friend with benefits? Am I showing my age? Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it sounds like to me. It sounds like it's just dating. That a situationship is just dating. Like you're not super committed, but you could do things together, spend time together like you are in a relationship, but you're not. But friends with benefits is just purely physical. We called it, the talking phase. It's Chris. It's when you're not an official couple, mainly when one person won't commit. Let's see. Let's ask co-pilot. What is a situationship? A situationship. Oh wait. Can you read it to me? Oh. I want you to read it to me. Oh. A situationship is a romantic or sexual relationship that exists in a gray area. More than a friendship, but less than a committed partnership. It's often marked by a lack of clear labels, boundaries, or long-term expectations. So dating. Oh, well, here it says undefined status. There's no official we're dating or we're exclusive conversation. Lack of commitment. Neither person is necessarily planning for a future together. Emotional ambiguity. Feelings may be involved, but they're often unspoken or unevenly shared. Inconsistent communication. You might be talking frequently one week and barely at all the next. Convenience based. The relationship often revolves around availability and ease, not intentional effort. Why people enter situationships. Oh, we have references. They want companionship without the pressure of commitment. They're unsure about their feelings or future goals. They're healing from past relationships or exploring dating casually. They enjoy the connection but aren't ready for something else. Potential pitfalls. One person, emotional confusion. One person might want more while the other doesn't. Lack of clarity. The uncertainty can lead to anxiety or hurt feelings. Difficulty ending it. Without a defined relationship, there's often no clear way to break things off. Think of it as a relationship light. It might work for some, but it can also leave feeling stuck or unfulfilled. Fulfilled. Curious if a situationship can involve in something more or how to navigate one without getting burned. No. It still sounds like dating to me. Or like Blue Hoodie said, like the talking phase. Yeah, figuring out if you want to be in a relationship. So Chris says, so by this definition, knowing what we know about Amber, not anything should have been. Yeah, I don't think Amberlynn would do a situationship.
Like pointless, but like end goal of like, okay, are we gonna get into a relationship or what? Then it's almost like pointless, but what works for you might not work for me, and everyone's different. I just know that I go into dating with a goal. That goal is to find my person because
Aww.
that is what I love about love is like having your best friend and having your other half and having your person and someone that can rely on you and you can rely on them. And yeah, it's just like a best friend that you find extremely sexy. All right, you guys, now it is time.
Oh, good grief. Yeah.
Time for bad choices.
Oh, God. I don't like these.
Would you accept $500,000, but every time you speak, you have to rub your nipples? No, because that's not like a rest of my life type of thing. And who am I speaking to? You know, that just could make a lot of people uncomfortable. Is it okay to cheat on your partner if they gain 100 pounds? No, it's
No. Although Destiny did it.
never okay to cheat on your partner. And if you're going to cheat on your partner because they gain weight, leave them. They deserve so much better. Would you rather be with someone smart than someone gorgeous? Why can't we have both? In the event of a zombie apocalypse, would you sacrifice everyone here to save yourself? There are people that I would without a doubt save before I save myself in a literal heartbeat. Do you think you would be an excellent teammate to have on the Amazing Race? No, just due to the fact that I'm 500 pounds and we need to be moving very, very, very quickly. And I'm not a very, very quick mover. Anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
All right, well, those actually weren't too bad for once. Oh, wow. All right. Well, we got through Amberlynn's 2 videos. Yeah, that was a lot. Those were both pretty long. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I wonder what she's uploading on Saturday. If she's doing her Let's Talk video that she just uploaded yesterday, I wonder if she's going to upload anything tomorrow. But, So she's not in a situationship. I do think she's probably talking to somebody, though. That's my opinion. What else did we have? Yeah, I think I said everything needed to say in the videos. Maybe later tonight we'll play some Wildflowers, but yeah, I would like to see Amberlynn get a team around her, like I've always said. Get a dietitian, get somebody to help with the food addiction and these issues, and then maybe she can make progress. Because instead, she's gaining weight. Less traumatic. Yes, yes. The bad choices were much less traumatic today, so that is a good thing. But I need to go. I need to go clean my kitchen and my dining room and do laundry eventually today. So I need to go. I have lots of things I want to get done. So, but thank you all so much for spending, gosh, 2 hours with me. Um, so thank you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Happy 4th, I guess, if you're American, if you're celebrating. Please be safe if you're setting off fireworks. If you're in a dry area that hasn't had much precipitation, please be safe with the fireworks. We don't want to start any fires. Um, yeah, enjoy time with family if that's what you're doing. I'm going to be chilling here by myself because that's what I do. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Have a good weekend. Thank you all so much. And until next time, be safe and take care.